Mary had a little lamb.
From the classiest radio station on the air, this is...
Welcome to the Black Rabbit's Curse, where every shadow hides a sinister verse. Hear the airs thick with tales of terror twist in your head into the dark unknown, where fear takes root and chills the bone. Beware, dear traveler, for once you're here, the curse may linger year after year. Panthers Midnight Patrol. The streets were quiet after curfew. A storm rolled over the bay, thundering, crawling like low growl across the sky. Street lights flickered, and somewhere in the distance, a siren wailed, fading into static. Malik Freeman adjusted the beret on his head, his black leather coat glistening with rain. The Crimson Panther emblem on his sleeve wasn't the one people knew from the papers. This wasn't the public chapter, the Panthers. This was Unit 9, the one that handled the kind of justice the government couldn't even see. He carried a modified shotgun with ivory handle carved into the shape of a panther's head. The others in his patrol moved in formation, Sister Zora with her machete etched in Yoruba ruins, Brother Lonnie with his crossbow loaded with hollow point stakes dipped in holy oil, and the youngest, Jax, clutching a silver lantern glowing faintly blue. They weren't here to organize graphics programs tonight. They were here hunting the dead. Their intel said 3 white men had been found hanging in Alabama last month, all ex-KKK, all found in the same field where they once lynched a black farmer. Locals swore their corpse didn't say dead. Malik didn't believe it until he saw one himself. A man's body, half rotten, eyes like shattered glass, skin color of wet ash, walking down 14th Street with a noose still swinging around his neck. He didn't stumble like a drunk. He stalked, whispering something that made the streetlights hum. Still hanging, dark meat, still hanging. Malik raised his weapon. Zora, now! Zora mumbled a chant, slicing her machete through the air. The rain stopped mid-fall for a second. Then her blade burned orange, and she leapt. The corpse turned into its head in one unnatural twist, grinning with cracked teeth. The machete came down, and the thing screamed like a trumpet blown through blood. When it hit the ground, black smoke poured from the wound, forming faint shapes. Other faces, black faces, gasping, whispering thanks. Then they vanished. The Panthers followed the trail to Montgomery, Alabama. They met Reverend Booker, an old preacher who had been there since the marches. He led them to his church basement, where he'd been keeping something or someone. A body, pale, stitched up, dressed in old sheriff's uniform from the 1940s. The smell of gun oil and rot filled the room. He came back 3 nights ago, Reverend Booker said, voice shaking. Crawled right through the church floor during Sunday's service. Eyes blacker than sin, he said, looking for his boys. Lonnie spat out, KKK resurrection? Ain't no holy water strong enough for that. Zora's lantern began to hiss. The flame turned violet. They ain't coming back alone, she whispered. Something's bringing them. Malik looked at the sheriff's corpse. Then we found out who. That night, the team followed a trail of footprints that glowed faintly blue in the dark, glowing with a prosper of old bones. The prints led to a warehouse on the edge of town, half burned, covered in graffiti and bullet holes. The words "White Power Forever" had been painted across the walls decades ago. Now the letters moved, squirmed like worms. Inside, the air was thick, humming with whispers. Dozens of bodies hung from chains. White men, some new, some ancient, all in various uniforms. Police, sheriff, Klansmen, soldiers. Their eyes opened as the Panthers stepped in. You can't kill what never was dead, the corpse said in unison, voices merging into one deep growl that made one concrete vibrate. Malik loaded his gun. That's what we here for. He fired. Rounds of iron and fire erupted, blowing through the first wave of undead. Zora's chant filled the room, words of Oakland and Oya echoing off the walls. Lonnie swung his crossbow, lighting up the dark like thunder. Then Jack screamed. The youngest Panther lantern had burst open, blue flames flooding the room. Out of the flames stepped something massive. A panther, black as oil with glowing glow eyes and bones made of chains. Around his neck hung dozens of broken pieces. It looked at Malik, and then it spoke. You called me once during Samaria. You promised you kept hunting. Malik dropped his weapon. I did. We never stopped. Then why are there so many still hanging? The creature roared, and every dead Klansman screamed, their bodies twisting, burning, becoming smoke that the beast inhaled. When it exhaled, human faces poured out, hundreds of souls screaming freedom, hounds that were static. Zora fell to her knees. What the hell is that thing? Malik stared at his hands, began to glow faintly red. That's no demon. He smiled grimly. That's the First Panther. The creature circled them, its voice low, thunder. You hunted Klan's ghosts for 50 years, but you never asked why they came back. The air shimmered, showing flashes of history, marches, bombings, assassinations, redlining, prisons, drones. They never left. The hate you fight doesn't die. It resonates in new uniforms. The dead Klansmen were changing their faces, flickered, becoming cops, senators, CEOs, even newscasters smiling through static. Every generation, they put the sheets back on, just invisible now. Malik's gun jammed. Zora's chant died in her throat. Lonnie dropped to his knees as his crossbow melted. Jack whispered, "What do we do now?" The panther leaned close to Malik's face, eyes burning gold. You evolved. Then it leapt into him. The explosion ripped through the warehouse. Everything went white. When the smoke cleared, Malik was standing alone. No gun, no coat, just golden eyes glowing in the dark. The warehouse was empty, all the bodies gone, only ash left behind. He looked down at his hands, black fur ripped across his arms. His reflection in the shattered window showed a half man, half human, half beast, veins glowing red, heartbeat echoing like war drums. Somewhere outside, police sirens wailed. Malik stepped into the night, smiling faintly. Every siren he heard, every flash of red and blue, he saw their faces. The new clan, the new ghost. He whispered, "The patrol never dies." The next morning, the entire police precinct had a patrol. The neighborhood was found burned to the ground. No survivors, only claw marks carved into the pavement that spelled "Free by Fire." And when the sun rose over Oakland, people swore they saw it. A massive Black Panther walking in the rooftops, eyes burning gold, whispering names of the dead, one by one, and adding new ones to the list.
Sit here, heart still racing, eyes wide open. Remember, the terror doesn't end when the video does. You may try to forget, but the shadows have a way of following. The whispers grow louder each night, don't they? So go ahead, close your eyes, if you dare. But know this, you're not alone. Not anymore. But the Black Rabbit's curse has seen you, and it's waiting. So what happens when the lights go out? If you want to find out, make sure you come back. But next time, will you be ready? Sleep well. Or don't.